welcome to The Apprentice, You're Fired. It's week 5 in Lord Sugar's search for his business partner with a £250,000 investment. I'm sorry, I'm just working on my core. And already a fistful of candidates have bitten the dust. In this week's episode, crime was rampant in the gym as Azar had his equipment stolen in the middle of a workout.
The hula hoop, working the core abdominal area.
Putting the spotlight on the one who's deemed unfit for purpose are the chairman of LA Fitness, Fred Turok, model and entrepreneur Katie Price, and comedian Simon Evans. Welcome to You're Fired. Tonight's task of creating... I'm sorry, I'm slightly uncomfortable on my large ball. Tonight's task of creating a new exercise class led one candidate to overstretch himself.
Dwayne, you put yourself forward to produce the video. I personally believe that the video was the main cause of the failure of this task, and therefore, Dwayne, you're fired.
Thank you, Lord Sugar. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dwayne Bryan. Dwayne, how are you?
I feel like crying. I'm gutted.
Are you gutted?
I am
really?
actually gutted, yeah, really, genuinely. Yeah.
But how's your core? Yeah, because I would have to say I'm surprised to see you out. I'm surprised to see you out that fast. I thought you were going to be in there for a long, long time, to be honest.
So did I. What can I say, Dara?
Yeah.
I really thought it was going to go a bit further.
A bit further than that. OK, Grant. Well, let's get straight into the task. Let's remind us where it went wrong for you.
Who was in charge of making the video?
Dwayne.
Absolutely, definitely, Lord Sugar. I did take lead on the video.
Do you think Dwayne might have lost his way slightly?
2, 3, 4.
My big concern now is to make sure that we do create a martial art dance routine, not just a dance routine.
No, that's what I was doing, but then...
They changed it.
We changed it, so...
The thing is, your video was your shop window. That's where the negative comments have come from.
It's different, but is it different?
That's looking at the quick demo, it looks very similar to me.
Yeah.
So how's it different?
It cut out some of the key bits of the combat element.
So it showed them in equal context, and everything that was featured...
So why didn't they buy it then?
So, you know, the criticism was always that the video didn't include everything in it. Was this your vision because you were quite...
No, I wouldn't say it was my vision. Like, I really wanted to come with something that was going to be different and involve lots of different elements. But it was just... There was so much to get in so little time. It just didn't happen.
Do you think you could have put more of the... More elbows and knees? This is specific to criticism. Because I know for me, my weight gathers on my elbows. I have enormous...
You've got pretty big knees.
My knees are huge. I cannot do anything with them. That's why we have the desk. Because I've got very embarrassing knees. But is it, you know, should you put more of that in? Should you put more...
I think you can only work with what you've got. And there was a list of moves that I had to include in the video, and they were all there. So what did you want me to do, start making stuff up?
Yeah, I know. The super punch. Can we do super punch?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Quick. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, one last time. Let's see the super punch. I honestly want to go into a bad, rough bar somewhere and just go, I will take any of you with my super punch. What did you think of all? What did you think of Dwayne on this task?
Well, I think Dwayne made 2 mistakes. The first part was that it needed more combat, because that's what it had been sold at. But the second thing is he introduced for the first time a conflict side of him that I'd never seen before.
Yeah, that made sense. Katie, what did you think?
I'm a fan of yours. I don't think you should have gone. I think it should have been Ricky, in my eyes, that should have gone. You've proved that you can do things well before, but this was your task. I think Ricky should have overlooked it, but he was given the task and the combat wasn't shown in the final edit. The other one was... I'm more about production and stuff, so to me, I prefer the production of the other one, even though it's more gimmicky, but Well, you failed it, didn't you? So what can you say?
Yeah,
I don't want to stand here and pick holes in you, because I'm a fan of yours.
Well, that is actually the gig, unfortunately. Simon, any such qualms about picking
Well, I'll make my position clear to begin with. I think all exercise classes and all gyms and all gym memberships are a complete waste of time and money and a massive con. My father never went to a gym in his life. He used to go out in the garden at the weekend and dig the vegetable plot, and consequently, by the time he was 40, he was 21 stone and his back was shot. But at least we had our own radishes, do you know what I mean? We got some value out of his work in that respect.
But do you think a beat battle as a video would have worked better if midway through, randomly, you had walked on and punched one of the dancers?
Yeah! Super punch.
Yeah, just super punch. Just arrived from the side,
Yeah,
super punch,
danger.
and then down. The video might not have included enough combat, but it inspired enough combat.
Hi, let me introduce you to Beat Battle. Most importantly, it's fun. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I thought as a team leader, you were demotivating, aggressive, you wouldn't take on board comment.
Get fit, have fun, and burn calories.
Can you just calm down a bit, mate?
It's not about calming down, it's because I didn't... No.
Listen.
Scissor Kick will help with weight loss and flexibility.
You have an opinion and you just don't like it.
I'm trying to give you...
You're still not accepting me next opinion. I mean, you wouldn't have had a bloody video if it wasn't for me today, because you didn't know what you were doing.
Double punch for lean muscle.
Don't try and make it out like I wasn't part of the team today. No, are you having a laugh?
That's how I felt it was. And most importantly, have fun. Felt like it was a battle. Beat battle. Fight to the end.
Was it a battle? Was it just awful all day?
It was tough. It was tough. Like, there's so much to think about, so much to manage. There was lots going on around us. There was so much we had to think about. We had to get it in a short space of time. And Laura, as you can see, was like a little Yorkshire Terrier in that taxi.
Yeah, that's good. Nick was all being...
Yeah, Nick's lovely. Like, even if Nick doesn't agree with something, he's got a way to put his point across whereby he's not going to make it difficult and be destructive almost. So, yeah.
I mean, did you know, if somebody's asking about beat battle as a thing, would that appeal to women, like a martial arts type class, to put those kind of dance moves in? Is that a...
No. Well, I think that what appeals to women is getting results and having fun. So actually, as long as the team and the teacher are good, it will appeal. What I thought the problem was, but there just wasn't enough fun in it, whereas in the other video, they'd actually thought specifically, and Stephen said, fun as the key word. And if you had put more fun into it, actually you could probably make any sort of program work.
And Laura, how do you think Laura did it?
Laura was good, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, because she stepped up to the front, did the exercises. She was obviously able to move. You could see she was a dancer, so she did the job that was asked.
In the car after the argument, of course, you had this ding-dong battle or whatever, but in the middle was poor Nick. But you didn't... Poor Nick tried to extend the hand, and he got nothing. Got nothing from you.
OK?
Yeah.
Shake hands, guys.
I'm all for... No, but let's not force it, like, I think...
Gotta be fair, though. I've got to say, there is no worse an argument than one you're having with somebody right next to you, facing the same direction, both in seatbelts. Those are the worst kind of... You can't even look at them.
Every family holiday you remember. You expected the driver to turn around and go, you two don't, shut up. Shut up. I'm going to turn this car around, and we're not going to go to
Neither of you will have the DVD player. Yeah.
Would you, you know, it's politically not very good, would you have been better at working that team, Katie?
Well, as it happens, I'm not really a team player because I work for myself. But in a situation like that, you are in a team and you have to give and take and listen to people, whether you like it or not, because you are together at the end of the day, you're in the team. But, you know, you must be tired and everything. I'm not thinking of excuses, but me being me, I would have just shook the hand and just tried to get on with it.
Wrestler Ricky was in his element on this task and sees every opportunity to show off his moves.
Outside of work, I am a professional wrestler. They call me the Fitness. I've been the heavyweight champion of the wrestling world. I'll be the heavyweight champion of the business world. You'll always witness the Fitness with Ricky Martin.
I'm in no position to judge the man, right? Like, I'm a big guy myself, right? But I'm not witnessing fitness there. There are movements there. There are movements there which are still continuing to this day. There's times when he led with the elbow, and most of them then returned and then came back around again. Big man, you know.
Very big lad. I think that the thing was that he was trying to show what he was capable of, and in trousers and a tie. And I'm afraid, as far as I was concerned, it was actually rather funny, and is probably the reason why the whole concept failed, because he was putting himself up as the lead, and there was no way he could be. That's not the thing that appealed to the mass market for fitness at all.
Really? Really? A big man in a suit? I thought of starting a few classes myself. And lunge in your own time. But he ran the team well. Like, I mean, for all that he's, carrying a couple of pounds, like I can judge. He ran his team well.
I think he was very good, and in that regard, as far as the task so far, he's proved himself to be a very capable project manager and also a quick thinker. So he's strategically good, he's streetwise, and that's why he's still doing very well. Yes, a good project manager, and certainly if I were investing £250,000 in somebody other than Dwayne, who I also rated, I think Ricky is definitely one of the candidates.
Would you, Katie, I presume you don't do these classes?
I do CrossFit training. You still have to have equipment, but it's a different way of training. It's not boring, it's fun, it gets your heartbeat up. Like I say, you need something fun, different, and that definitely is different. It's every day there's something different, like boxing, kickboxing. You use like dragging tyres, ropes, where you swing the ropes. It's just all different.
I carry a tyre around. Remarkably good for my cardiovascular fitness. I always thought those army classes, but I think you should an army class where you get the people running, but then you disappear off and you daub camouflage paint and then you hunt them.
They'll
get the heart going. It's a really good cardio
Why
workout.
not just fill the gym with the sound of machine gun fire and explosions?
But I do think it is hard. I definitely think it's hard to come up with a concept to get gyms interested, because there are so many different classes and names and stuff. I did like the name, though. I must admit.
Really?
I did like that.
You've gone for that, yeah?
Yeah.
Gabrielle was on your team, but struggled with, what was it again, Gabrielle?
I had a really good day. The name I put forward, which was, what is wrong with me? Sorry, it's completely got out of my mind. What is it? Beat battle. I'm really going to be pushing towards my name, which is beat. Click on blank with this bloody name. Quite memorable. Oh, what is that? Interesting, and it needs something to grab your attention, which is why I think I came up with, beat battle. So, yeah.
Gabrielle seems like the perfect candidate to bring into the boardroom, rather than the person who danced in the video and the person who edited the video.
Yeah, like, I'm going to do it again. It's tough when you're there. There's so much going on in your head, you know what I mean? It's easy to forget, but yeah, maybe you should have brought her in.
OK, what did you think of Gabrielle, Nick, Jenna, did you see it?
Well, I mean, my view of Gabrielle is that she's very creative. Would you invest £250,000 into her? No, you wouldn't. And so, therefore, I think she'll always be a very creative person that is going to bring the product to life. But ultimately, the person that gets the £250,000 is the person that's going to make Alan Sugar a lot of money, and that needs to be strategic and real leadership, and I don't think she has that.
You shone quite early in this process, especially with your groundbreaking product idea in week 2.
Obviously, what's popular at the minute is we have to recycle now. If we had modern design bin that can fit inside a cupboard, which compresses your rubbish as well, and reduce waste.
That's quite a good concept.
Do you think it's something that maybe you could start?
It's a good idea.
If that was on my desktop, I would put my veg in there, I would put my dinner in there, and I would compress it.
How did the boys get on with that? Order for 10,000.
Bottom line was a really good product.
Thank Dwayne for the product.
Congratulations to everyone.
Somebody wants 10,000 of those things, so get making them.
You could see the cost concept behind it.
Yeah. I can never have enough excuses to bring this thing out. This.
Yes, so to get this
your
back.
Beloved eco bin. Yes. OK, you put your stuff in here, right? Then you just shove it, ram it hard, ram it.
No, it's not
Push
that
it.
difficult. It's weighted, so you just literally press it quite simply.
Yeah, oh, no, I know. Gravity will pull it down, right? I get that, how that works. Like, but the stuff just fills up with stuff, right? You do want to press it down, right? What comes out the little hole? Right, what's that supposed to be for?
This is supposed to have a plug in it, because naturally if you put waste in there, it's going to release some liquid. So rather than having to take it down, you can just leak the liquid out before it starts to smell. So it was supposed to be there.
Really?
Yes.
You're supposed to do it into what?
Into the sink or somewhere where you get rid of the waste, seriously.
Just tip it out occasionally, just get the nice rancid, rotting, yeah.
You have to get rid of it.
It was a sweet idea, you know.
I think it was a great idea. And in fact, it shows that not only could you be strategic, but you were also innovative, which is, as I said earlier, why it's a shame you're out.
Thank you.